Okay, that should be good. And granted, my mic sound a little choppy. Ugh, my mic is horrible. I definitely need to buy a new one when I get the chance. But yeah, I was trying to mostly fix my mic. Um, yeah, son, son told me, yo, I feel like playing Ace Attorney. I had this game on a back burner for like so long. I mean, granted, did, uh, I did play the game a while ago, but I kind of just forgot. I just like forgot overall. So with that said, I think I might just overall just start over. That said, let's all let's all be bad lawyers. Let's all be bad lawyers tonight. Star Wars episode 4. I actually don't remember what I was doing on episode 4 if I'm being real with you. But I'll start all over. Yes, yes. Oh no, the Kool-Aid is on the floor. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. My man got a bullet hole in his forehead. I'll make it look like he did it. Alright there, sweaty. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby. Boy, am I nervous. Right. It's everybody's favorite big titty rifle. Oh, hi, Itchy. Oof, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. True. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. Damn, my is a baddie. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Relax, buddy. Chill. It sounds like he wants to die. Thank you for stating the obvious, Mia. I wasn't sure until you told me. Yeah. Nick. Hey. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. How would you want me to tell him that you're guilty, bro? What's going on with you? Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. This man is living on the edge. What? What's wrong with you, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Oh, I forgot this guy's a simp. Who? Who took her away? Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? I mean, clearly, Nick. The newspaper say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Tomato. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was an unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. I ain't gonna lie, that's kinda crafty. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Nice guy, Nick. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 2. I felt like doing a voice, but my voice is so tired. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge, For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you, Your Honor. ... Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to assert your readiness. What you testing me for, bro? Yes, Your Honor. Go. Hand shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and consciously. Yeah. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what the victim's name. I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. Ugh, can't read. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. Wow, that does not sound right. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. Okay. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? How about you? Button up your shirt. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim, of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. Bro, how do you forget a case temporarily? I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court records. Just press the R button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Gotcha. Cindy Stones? Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinderblock. The victim name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, What was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You answered all my questions. I see no reason why we should proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Will you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. Let's see. The court of sets ate into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Cool. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently. Bet. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution called the defendant, Mr. Butt, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Yeah, I'm praying to God too. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butt, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Damn, bro, why you airing out my man laundry like that? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Isn't Mark Anthony a singer? Bro. Cleopatra and Mark Anthony? Yo, what a comparison. Didn't they all die? Mark Anthony? Mark Anthony did not die, bro. You bugging. I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. Oh no, this man isn't. This man is clearly in denial, man. This is what happens when you simp, bro. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butt, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. Damn, she was for the streets. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. Oh, she a sugar baby. I forgot. I definitely forgot she was a sugar baby. She definitely was a sugar baby. What do you mean, one of them? What do you mean? One of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Shorty was in Paris with her sugar daddy. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but didn't have a large income. Do models generally get paid a lot? Oh, that's something I gotta look up when I get the chance. It appears that she had several... If she had mad sugar daddies? Oh, she was definitely for the streets. Nah, she wasn't even for the streets. She for the sewers. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Yeah, that sounds like a modern woman. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of... And you know what's crazy? This game came out in like, what, 2002? Shit. And to think, Cindy Stone, she She was getting this shit popping before everybody else started, following suit. Tell me, Mr. Butt, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Now stop. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Was that wince? Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? Oh my god, shut up, bro. That cheating she-dog? I think he means you cheating bitch. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Just relax, bro. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motives is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Oh boy. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. He went. What do I do? Oh boy. What should I do? I'm stopping. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember. Well, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did. That can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matter. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call his witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspaper at the victim's building. Damn, I just realized this man's hairline is crazy. Holy shit. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawyer to the stage. Yeah, I forget that this game be having some deep pun names. Mr. Sawyer, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspaper, yes. Mr. Sawyer, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Alright, witness testimony. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Didn't you just say you didn't go inside? I went to the nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. I mean, I did tell him to lie, so it's not really his fault. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? The fuck kind of world you live in? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawyer used was one of those, Your Honor. I have a record of the blackout for your what's that, perusal? Yes. Blackout record. Electricity to Miss Stone building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it, the real deal. Oh my god, Mia, you're such a baddie. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave? Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? Bro, how are you a lawyer? He holds the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court records and the witness testimony. Then, once you find the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness' face. Okay. Open the court record with the R button. No. Okay. I was going door to door selling prescription when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open. I was gonna say, I'm trying to remember, how do I check court orders again? Time of death was 7:31, 4 p.m. Okay. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. What you looking for? What you being nosy? What gave you the idea to do that? Yeah, what gave you that idea? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peep? Not unless you're a creepy motherfucker. We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing. True words have never been spoken, bro. Shut the fuck up. True words have never been spoken. Anyone will look inside, bro. That's some Pain and Sword are some creeps. Why did Pain cut him off so quickly? So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? Then I saw her lying there. A woman not moving, dead. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment was see, there we go. We got but they pressed the wrong button. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean no, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And the phone wasn't working, correct? What happened then? No. Went to the nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the exact. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Wait, what? Nah, that's yeah. You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death and sometime. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oof, I mean, sweating. Oh, that. Oh, oh my gosh, that rejection. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. You can't forget that time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Thank you, Judge. Mr. Sawyer, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Because you caught. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradiction. Lies beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Will you care to give your testimony again? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. Bro, but the power was off. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. My man looked like a chameleon. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I know what to do, baby. I got this one. You see? There was a voice saying the time. It was probably from television, but it was 3 hours off. I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Nah, but it still makes sense because there was no power.
Objection!
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. Oh man, my man's sweating. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawyer? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawyer, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. I mean, of course he looked distraught. This motherfucker did it. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mrs. Sawyer. Let's hear your testimony. Once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, was it there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You put the objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? I'm a lawyer, bro. Just answer the question, Mr. Sonic. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is in a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. And it doesn't look like a clock I submitted as a statue. My apology. Let's see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is the clock. Do you have any more problem with his testimony now? Well, yeah, nigga. How the fuck he know that? Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove it I went in there. I'll do better than that. I could prove you the one who killed her. Ooh. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sword, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness' face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard no. I mean, I saw. Oh, my man took off his toupee. Shut up! I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn. Give him death. Order. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense claim. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it carefully. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sword heard was definitely this clock. In fact, which is clear, if you simply try sound on the clock, obviously. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, you heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Nigga, did you... Oh my god. Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Sword heard and the actual time of death. So Mr. Sword tried to talk your way out of this one. Man is breathing hard, man. Haha. He forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. That's not even important, truth be told. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. What the fuck you mean? I definitely can indict this motherfucker. Unfortunately, this ends the case, the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sword. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! I mean, you are a criminal, bro. You lawyers are all the same. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sword. Mia? I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow that day on the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours? Now I remember, she went to fucking Paris. That's right. Figure out the reason and you'll have the proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes, I just remembered. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them know. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this off. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Bam.
Take that!
The victim had just returned home from abroad. The victim just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sword? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, oh, shit. Oh, rabies. My man was hyperventilating. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. True. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I didn't think I'd ever see someone complete a... Oh gosh, I cannot read. Am I illiterate? I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find a true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Let's go! And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Saw was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim was at home. After he left, Mr. Saw let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Damn. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, defendant lineman number 2. Whew. I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Yeah, we definitely owe it all to her. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. Is she this glad? I imagine if she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life's over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. ... But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Yo, send this man to the gulags. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Nah, it's all good. You can say it, Phoenix. She was a 304. It is what it is. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. It's cause you're not a baddie, Phoenix. Oh hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this clock? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. I mean, I don't really blame him. I don't really blame him for gifting me up. I would have gifted her a bunch of shit too. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. Yeah, he looked kind of weird when he has that serious face, and she was just playing me for a fool. I mean, yeah, that's what most IG models do. Don't that make you wanna just cry, Larry? Are you so sure? Excuse me? The way they spelled that. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Ray? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, the clock. I mean, she's still at 3:04. I don't really mean shit. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take travel. Well, make of it what you will. Hey Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. What we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to the innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. Yeah, sure. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry will be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. All right. So that is case one.